talk, goat talk, goat talk, goat talk, and more goat talk.
Here to bring you the facts, data, and statistics up close and personal. Letting you decide if it truly is Hayes George's Ways.
It's good! Wins the game at the buzzer! Sliding to the back, a toss sweep, check, leaking the exit block there on Lawrence, along the Mitchell, touchdown! San Francisco!
What is good in the neighborhood? What's going on with everybody out there? How y'all doing, man? This is episode 1 of season 2, and I'm live in the building with the one and only. Everybody show your love for my partner, my man, the truth, Mr. Dominique himself, man. Y'all, what's going on with you, man?
What's up with you, big dog? How you doing today?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm feeling pretty good, you know. I don't have no negativity on me or anything like that. It was okay day at work, you know. I'm pretty good.
Oh, man.
I can't lie about it.
I'm glad to see you doing your thing here, man. Glad to be here. You sit here, have a little debate, hate, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man, because you know how these analysts be out here. They be wilding, man. Sometimes you have to take their takes and see if they're hating on these people or is what they're saying really debatable. People don't understand that's why this show really came about. They just think that that's what you can do. Nah, man, we just trying to see if a lot of these people, because, you know, sometimes you got to stand up for something, man.
Yeah. And you always have to voice your opinion. Voice your opinion. It's a free country, so we might as well, you know, give a little hater debate here or there, make a little controversy, you know, because everybody's opinion is important, you know, especially in social media. Man.
It's good!
Yeah, I'm with you 100% on that.
Love
man.
love the sound effects. Love the sound effects.
Oh man, I'm dialing them up right now. If you can see, I'm over here trying to dial them in and get everything situated. It's all good, man. I'm just thrilled to have you on the show. We talked about a whole lot of things that we got coming up, and for everybody that don't know, man, we really do have some big things, some big interviews, another podcast coming with Big Dominique, so y'all need to be ready for it, man. And if you RTR certified, man, y'all go ahead and make some noise too, man. Put it down in the chat. Put those RTRs up if you know what that is, man. Go ahead and show that love, man. Wherever you're at, don't matter. We showing that real love, man. We showing that real love, man. That's what we doing out here. Hate a debate. But before we get into anything,
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I had to make sure we was live in the building on those right there. But before we get into anything, I'd like to first, because I think we're going to have us a good conversation today, I'd like to go ahead and first get these sponsors on out of the way. And if y'all don't know who the sponsors is, I'm going to go ahead and start it off. First, we're giving a shout out to Planet Vapor, 12 different locations in the state of South Carolina for all your vaping needs. If you need trays, if you need grinders, if you need pre-rolls, if you need wraps, if you need book bags, if you need hats, if you need somebody that's going to have your back, man, go ahead and holler at them, man. And if you can't get with them on the 12 different locations in South Carolina, hit them up at www.planet.vapor.com. They'll get you straight. I promise you, the family is love. It's all love out there, man. Also, shout out to Blind Fury at Fury Bro Studios for all your production needs. Shout out to him and all your recording needs. If you need them, hit him up. You already know 106 and Park's own Lou Golf's king round this piece, man. Shout out to Fury, man. And last but definitely not least, shout out to Rock Bottom. Corey Rock Bottom Davis down at Rock Bottom Studios, Columbia, South Carolina's first and only black-owned animation station. So if you want you to get you a cartoon logo made, go holler at him. If you want you an animated intro made, a cartoon, whatever, man, go holler at these guys. They got podcast room. We're going to be moving the show to there on Sundays, and we're going to be Monday down in 5 Points. If you don't know where it's at, man, Chick on his Stick is lit right across from the fountain. Now that we got all of these good folks out of the way, let's get some of this GOAT talk out of the way, man. I want to start with the LeBron James and Michael Jordan GOAT talk debate. I want to know how you feel about it. You can get as disrespectful as you want to. This isn't a kid-friendly show. Only thing I don't want you to do is hold back. Hit me with it, brother.
We're gonna give I mean, we're talking LeBron and who?
The GOAT. But
I
this
mean,
is
a
your
lot
take.
of
I
time.
can't be joining in on it like this.
I mean, at the end of the day, the kids, the new generation now are going more on accolades and stuff. I mean, I'm not on the accolades of the championships no more, and that used to be the big situation. But like I say, a lot of times your car gets null and void once you do little things. Just like if you do music, if you have somebody write your material, you're not you're not going to be considered in no great category due to the fact that you've had assistants or you kind of like worked your system type of way. So like due to the fact that LeBron took his way that he took it, I mean it kind of like gives away the difference with the group, the older players who kind of laid the foundation. It was more of if we couldn't beat them, we're gonna work harder next year, and we're gonna talk to the people in the front office, and we're gonna get the right people and the right pieces to win championships, which was displayed over and over again with Boston Celtics, the Chicago Bulls, of course, and the Los Angeles Lakers and the Detroit Pistons. So once you lay down that foundation, once
I'm
you lay
sorry to
down that,
cut you off, but not to say anything, but that's how you got better. I mean, we came from that. You don't
yeah.
get when they started doing these 8th place trophies in the LeBron era. That's when the game changed. Like, you can't beat them, join them. That was a saying, but that wasn't a saying for sports. You
No,
never seen Jordan join Bird or Dennis Rodman and those guys like that. Why? Because when you get your butt bust enough, it's going to make you better. And that's what's missing in the game now. They got the money, so they don't want the game like how they wanted it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. I just had to get that in there because people, they forget that one point of it, man.
Well, to piggyback off of that, the only time we actually seen LeBron, the LeBron method, was when we played video games. I can't tell you how many times I had Magic, Bird, Shaquille, Barkley, David Robinson, all on one team. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that people want to do that, but then you learn that when you did do that, and then you watch your Jordan and Bird and Barkley and all those guys, they'll stay stern with who they gonna stay with. You'll be like, you know what? I'm just gonna play with these guys in their team because that's what they do. You stay loyal to your team. That's kind of like with my situation, with Indiana. Indiana might not have been the best. With their record, but I believe, and I believe Crimson and Cream. I'm not going just because there's a better team out there. I'm not just going to jump the bandwagon. You just learn to be down for your for your people you share blood with, and I think it's kind of and you can kind of see it. With some of the breakups, like with Boston's breakup, when how they kind of salty with Allen, they didn't stay together. You know what I'm saying? But back to LeBron, we all over the place. Back to LeBron. I mean, once he did that, the whole thing cut null and void for the greatness. Once you go down to Miami, I mean, you kind of lose your greatness, and then on top of that, you can't. And on top of that. And then on top of that, like one of your championships in the bubble, they it just depends on what the NBA players that you want the credibility from, you're not gonna get it.
You're not gonna get it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just gonna be straight up. You're not gonna get. You're not gonna sit that. You're not gonna be in a situation where, you got to be kind of like like how Cam be doing it. Like Cam Newton is a great enough player where if you just, all he had to do is accept his appreciation from people about the game. But he tried to pull it out of you. It's like
Yeah.
when you're trying to pull the greatness out of you, Jordan never talks. We talk
Right.
about he didn't even say nothing today.
And see, and I'm glad that you said that and to speak on that point right there. He's trying to pull because of the simple fact that what he did in his greatness, it was till the Super Bowl. Then after that Super Bowl, it was just a decline from there. And that's not a shot at him at all. At all. But his career, whether it was coaching, whether it was help, whether it was mental, I don't know what it was, but after he went to that Super Bowl and they lost, he wasn't the same Cam. I don't know what it was, but what excuse is he gonna use for that
Well,
right there?
well, with Cam's situation, it Cam brought a lot of scrutiny on himself because of the celebrations and the taunting that he had. So we accepted it because he was having such a great career that year that we took a lot, but we've seen a lot of stuff that was very unsportsmanlike. But due to the fact that we had a situation, um, um, or where we were trying to with other maybe racism situations where we were trying to push the push more the celebrations to get you more off of other things. So now we're accepting the extra bashing, the famous one when he's in the end zone and he, does his little move and then, the linebacker gets mad and then he does it again. And it seems kind of childish, but since he's having such a great season, we're accepting it. But with that being said, he has to do everything right. If he don't do everything right with all this celebration and everything, they're going to kill him with scrutiny. So, with him not jumping on that ball, you know what I'm saying, and him losing that, having that great season is darn near like when the Patriots, went damn near undefeated and had a great season and is losing the Super Bowl. We're expecting you to win this. If you don't win this, guess what? You're going to be remembered as the guy that didn't jump on the ball because you had a great season and you was celebrating and taunting
And he
and
never made
doing
it back.
what you said.
I said, and he never made it back.
No, I mean the way because of the scrutiny that he had got off of that from all the celebration that you doing. That's just like you let somebody do their little dance or whatever. You're like, well, keep on doing your little dance, but you better keep on winning games. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you keep on doing your dances and you do all your little, you know what I'm saying? Supermans and all that stuff. We'll take all that. Win the championship. We can't say nothing to you.
All right. So while we here, let's talk about these celebrations and how they've become so strict on them. Now, I loved Miami when they was doing all the Uncle Luke dances and stuff out there, but I think that is the only version of too far, if that is, because they wasn't doing it in them people's face. Now it was certain things they were, but let's be serious about this issue right here. When they talk about the celebrations and you can't do them, whether it's NBA, the NFL, the only people that are saying that it's wrong for you to do that, or you can't dunk and point like Sean Kemp, it's the people that never dunked or scored a touchdown. It's never
Yeah.
the people that have done it before that say take this out of the game. It's bad for the sport. It isn't. Every sport is emotional if you play it with passion.
Hmm.
It really is. And when you know how it is. You've dunked before. You know I have. When you boom, come on man, a wide open just for nothing boom. Sometimes it feels good. But in a game at that moment, come on, man. And that
Hmm.
person probably was talking, running their mouth the whole time, calling you out, saying what you're not gonna do. Okay, so now I done dunked on you. Everybody's seen this right now. I'm supposed to just be like, okay, I'm gonna run back. Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan. Yeah, how'd you like that one? How'd you like that one? Sacks on the head, huh? Yeah. Let's go. Nah, man. People got emotions with things like that, man. What do you feel
Yeah.
about the with them trying to moderate the touchdown dances? I think it was. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Back in the days, it used to be, why are you celebrating if you're not used to being in the end zone? So I think it's um it's a lot. It's a lot. I would say it's a lot of unsportsmanlike and excessive. Um, it was cute with some of the things, the more common ones, the old Florida ones when they used to do the Spider-Man on the back of the end zone pole, or some creative with pulling your marker out and signing somebody's stuff. Something like that. But like now they got a whole it's a whole Any Given Sunday plot. And I thought Any Given Sunday was just what it was, a movie. So, I don't too much agree with the excessive celebrating, because a
What
lot
do
of
you
time,
think
and
is
then
this?
another
What
thing,
would you call it?
and
What
another
would you
thing we
call
don't look
excessive?
at,
What would you call
huh?
excessive? What would you call excessive then?
Uh, a lot of them when they get in the end zone, they involve the offensive line. If it's on offense, it'll be the offensive lineman, a
You think
receiver.
that's
Like they
bad?
have.
You think that's bad when they do that? Because the
Only reason
offensive
why I say
linemen help them.
only reason why I feel like it's a little bit excessive, because we got a whole practice. We got a team that we preparing for. Y'all took time out, like 15 to 20 minutes, to go practice that. Like, I mean,
Like during
let's go.
practice time or whatever.
Well, I'm just saying that's like, that's like cheerleaders practicing their cheerleading.
Well, bro,
Like
you know they got the bro code, so they probably be out chilling when they do that. I don't see them doing that or in the practice
I
field. You know them
I,
coaches
I
ain't
just
taking that
I,
now.
I mean
They making
I mean
advances on
what
their own time.
well what happens is they'll like it initially, but then when they see it on TV, they be like, yeah, it was hot, but like I had to go take time out and work my dance move, or work on that and practice that to make this, when I get this one moment that we gonna get together and do a whole celebration. I don't particularly agree with it, but I mean that came from, once again, situations of people trying to keep our mind off of one thing and keeping our mind on another. So now the
Okay,
celebration was accepted, because celebration, all the way down to all of the old school coaches and all, they never, that's unsportsmanlike. You know what I'm saying?
I know the two individuals that's responsible. Now I'll say this: I agree with you what you said, but on the team celebrations when the linemen come and do it, or they get the linemen to spike it, I think that's pretty cool. As long as it's not too extra, like you trying to be the replacements or whatever out here, man. I think that's cool. But Ocho Cinco and Terrell Owens are the ones that really was real excessive with it. The popcorn, the dancing with
Yeah.
the pom poms, the taking the marker out your sock, the wearing the coat and all of that stuff like that. I think that was excessive because it wasn't involving team and it was you by yourself putting on the show in there. Now, I will say this because I can't hate on them because I never scored a touchdown. Not in high school, middle school, or in college or in the NFL. So I don't know the feeling that they have or if they think it's cool to do it. I think they did it on terms of what Dion did. It must be the money, man. You got to sell yourself. If not, you just a worker in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean,
Brandon,
when
go ahead, go ahead.
when you break it down, it's entertainment. So of course they're taking football more for taking the fundamentals out of it and turning it more into entertainment.
Right. And I think that's why I said I think when it's in the, when you scored a touchdown, okay, yes, do whatever. You got a time limit for it. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds max. Outside of that, okay, because the kids love it, the fans love it, everything outside of that. But if you taken away from the game, if you taken away from practice, if it's in distaste or if you're taunting somebody, I'm against all of that right there. Otherwise, that like dunking on somebody and looking, showing them the muscle, dunking on somebody and giving them the Kemp.
Well, what
All
a duck.
every basketball player, white, Asian, Latino, or black, play ball in settings where if you got dunked on, you know what it means. Everybody cheering in your face, and the person that did it is like, "Yeah, what you gonna do now?"
Now basketball is different because it's more individual. So
Mm-hmm.
like you get dunked on. That's like the most ultimate, disrespect. So like, when you get dunked on, there's really nothing you can do about that. I
But
mean,
that's what I'm saying.
remember,
The celebrations, they say they are excessive. And they
nah, I
don't
mean,
let you point out your man. They don't even let you flex in their direction, or they'll tech you up like that. It's so
well,
soft right now.
what we're looking for, the energy we're looking for the one that's going to dunk on you and say, fuck, F that, and we gonna take the tech. And he's about
Yes.
to get the whole crowd right because we don't, maybe one or two, maybe one, not two, but just maybe one. You know what I'm saying? You get them. You know what I'm saying? You take one for the team to get them riled up, but then you still got to be careful. And I mean, it just all depends because I think that all depends on the quality of the game because, of course,
Or
the
the
ref
quality of
the
the
the, the,
dunk.
the ref orchestrates that whole little thing there. So it just
The
depends on what
momentum.
team it is, what's the point spread. If it's supposed to be right, he won't get teched. If it's not supposed to be right, then he's gonna get teched. So basketball is a little bit more different than
It is.
football. So
It is. But I think,
um,
I think like the celebrations and stuff, like you said with the dunks, it's like the threes and all of that stuff too. You know what I mean? It's different, and that's
now
almost
the
like if you
handshaking and all, like the handshaking,
no
like it
no
seemed
no
like a
no
whole
no
bunch of.
I'm just saying like if you run a touchdown, I think when they have the line with them, that's different. Now, if you a wide receiver and everybody got to run down the field, we gonna go ahead and call the layup game because we ain't waiting for all of these big guys to run down here to celebrate with you. You did it
But
from
you
the line of
remember,
scrimmage. Everybody's here. You did it from the 3 yard line, and those big guys that was in the trenches that help you get there. All right, we can
when
do
they
this.
when they used to be bad, when they first started off with it, and they used to be bad until they had to tame it down. They was taking the offensive lineman and doing duck, duck, goose. They was
Right,
putting them in the middle. They're doing,
right.
then the
Real
receiver would be
silly
running
stuff.
right. Like, come on, man. They're doing the
Real silly
hopping
stuff.
over each other and stuff, like the
Right.
bunny hops and stuff.
You're really taking away from the game when you do stuff like that. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
You're
I
really.
mean, they
I'm
kind
I'm
of
with you
slowed
on that.
down. Yeah, they kind of slowed down from it, but still, even with the little signs, like they hand signs, and I like these kids take so much time in their hand signs and their celebrations. Just can we take a little bit of that and then put it in more in your preparation so that you can be a better player? There's only certain players like a Deion Sanders and them that can be a showboater and work on it. But there's some people that just need to take that time out to be a better player. They
That's
too
right.
busy doing hand signals and the whole nine. And you know, it
Right.
takes time to do that. We'll see that. The NBA players, you see they handshakes. Them handshakes be long, damn near, a whole session. Like, and that's just off of one play.
Vic,
Like,
what's going on with you, man? Shout out to Victor Durant tuning in on the show. He said, "Yer, what's going on with you, Vic, man? Good to see you, man." But yeah, man. What do you think about the NFL banning the first down motion that does like this? The Debo Samuels joint.
um, they banned the what?
The when Debo do this for the
To
first
his
down.
nose.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
they
They
banned it.
banned
What do
it.
you feel about that? Yeah, they
Hmm.
banned it, man. Him and I forgot who the other player was that did it too. It was maybe two
I
or
think
three people that did that.
then they banned smelling salt.
Yeah, they did. George Kittle has spoke out about it and everything. It's a mess, but I don't know. I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. Where did they have a problem now instead of 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 20 years ago, 60 years ago? Why is now that a problem?
Um, he's basically trying to tighten up on the taunting and clean it up a little bit. But like I said, it all depends on the refs. Like the refs control the game. I don't see what that got to do with anything. But once again, like
Can you hear
when
me
you are
better
in,
now?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I had to turn my mic up. Vic said my mic was real low, man.
Oh, okay. I do hear you a lot more better though.
Okay.
Thanks,
Next time,
Vic.
let me know, man. Let me know if you can't hear me like this right here. I'm in the place to be right now.
Got you. I mean, with Debo's situation, it's just more of what they're trying to clean up a lot of the stuff with the NFL, which is cool. I mean, because you need to focus more on the game. I mean, all the taunting and other stuff, you show all that with your play. That's why a lot of the greats don't really have to do all that. You don't see all the greats
Deion
doing
did.
that.
Look, Deion did, man. I'm
But
not
that's only
hearing
one.
this.
That's only one person. It's only one Deion.
But he's the best.
Okay, there's nobody there's only one Deion.
That's right.
He's the only one that can show out and show up.
Ray Lewis did it.
Wait, no.
He had his own dance with it.
He showed you excitement.
Right, he did do that.
Like he would. His actions speak louder than his words. You can talk about his dance, but that's the only thing you can talk about. All you can after that, he's a headhunter.
That's the truth. And JLE the three said they too soft when it comes to taunting. And then Victor Durant said Ed Reed. So
well,
some people look. Who is this? Look. Merton Hanks, man.
Oh yeah,
I mean, come on, man.
Mr. Hanks. Yeah, Mr. Long Neck himself.
The chicken neck out here, man. I could never do it, man.
Yeah. But you know, a lot of these guys that you say or we see doing the celebrations, look at them compared to headhunters, hitters, greats. The only time they celebrated was real quick because they on to the next play and they used to that. When you're not used to that, you having a whole dance-a-thon. You doing all the dances. You know what I'm saying? But when you a headhunter, guess what? You knocking so many heads off, you don't have the time to dance. You trying to get your head back straight. Because you remember, Cam Chancellor?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Was out there celebrating and got worked out there.
I mean, I'm saying Cam laid the wood. That's a big 6'4", 6'5" safety. Like, these guys laid you out. Like, there was no time for dancing. If you dance, like, that's what I'm saying. There's an era where when you danced, you got killed.
Yeah.
When you danced you danced in that end zone that one time. Somewhere after that, you are a target now. So
just remember what T.O. did in Dallas. Just remember what T.O. did in Dallas as a 49er when he went and stood on that star. And Jay Lee the three said them dudes out there having fun and they penalize them for it. Like I said, Jay Lee, they are, and on certain ones, I think they're excessive. If it's excessive, I don't think it should work. I'm with Dominique on that. But if it's keeping in the flow of the game, all right, let's get it. Because these fans didn't just pay to see somebody score a touchdown and be like, all right, I'm out of here. They didn't come and pay for that. They did come to see something. So we're going to give them a little something. I'm going to hit them off with a... That was a good one right there, man. So we still on this GOAT talk.
But
go ahead.
But that answered the question. I kind of answered the question. So basically... the reason why they dancing so much is because we don't have no more headhunters. Because all that dancing would be cut out if we had more headhunters.
That's not true. They banned the headhunters. They banned the
that's
headhunters.
what I'm saying. That headhunt correctly now. There's a couple that I see out there.
Yeah.
But there's not enough of them because all that dancing that they're doing when they get the shit knocked out of them, they don't dance no more.
They call it targeting now, man. You can't hit the same no more, man.
Well, no. I've seen players knock people out correctly with the shoulder and all.
That's right.
It hit them so hard that it looked like it was not correctly. Matter of fact, they hit them so hard, it was done correctly, but it was hit so hard, they had to throw a flag. If we had more of those for the dancers, we wouldn't see none of that.
And that's what JLE just said. He said also they can't do that either because they can't hit like that anymore. That's exactly the truth. That's why I rock with you, JLE. That's why I rock with you. But seriously, no. Listen. We've seen last year, the year before, since they started that helmet to helmet, we've seen plays, and it's been reviewed by referees where it was a clear shoulder hit. And they called it helmet to helmet because when they hit them with the shoulder, their helmet rocked and hit their helmet. That isn't helmet to helmet. The contact first was with shoulder. Now, you got to also think about the width of a shoulder and the width of a helmet. Our heads without helmets are this wide. So with a helmet on, how much shoulder do you actually have? And are you really asking a defensive back to wrap up a damn tight end or a running back? Then you're looking at them with CTE because they're going to get broke every time. Their arms, their legs, their core is not big enough to stop players at that size.
I would say that if I did not see it in these last couple of years, but I have seen them with clear shoulder hits that look or that knock you out of, just like knock you.
I've seen it, bro. I've seen it, and
but it's not a headhunter
too.
Yeah, so I mean, once we start practicing more cleaner shots like that, these guys won't dance like that no more. Right now, they dancing because it's an offensive oriented game right now.
They dancing because they getting in there.
They dancing because it's offensive oriented. Because they offensive oriented. They not getting their head cracked no more. They getting penalties all day. Hell, we can't really touch the quarterback, the D lineman.
That's true. And Vic said they getting penalized because blacks have elevated the sport in the main focus point, not a quarterback that got in the point and just throw touchdowns. Hey man, I can fully, bro, the focus is the sport, right? That's where I see it is. So with them doing all of the extra stuff, it is to try to control it like population, but we keep the politics out of it right here. We keep the politics out of here, man. What they say?
Come on now, dog.
Hey,
don't you ever talk about me.
I'm gonna leave it on out of there, man. I'm gonna leave it on out of there. It wasn't me that said it. It wasn't me that said it, but since we on football, we're gonna go with this GOAT talk. And everybody says Tom Brady is the GOAT. Everybody that doesn't agree with him says Joe Montana is the GOAT. I'm out here because Jerry.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Jerry Rice is the GOAT of the NFL. I'm open right now to all takers. Every single last one of them.
You already know what's up, man.
I'm listening to you, bro.
By me being a Big Ten guy, a guy that played in the Big Ten, and I understand about the Big Ten, I'm always gonna stick behind Brady.
He never even broke all the records like Jerry did.
I mean, but we talk about championships.
We talk about the GOAT as in player, because that's also something that we still talking about GOATs that we got to bring up. Like in the NBA, you got to have GOAT by position. In the NFL, when you think of Tom Brady, you do think of the best quarterback. When you think of Jerry Rice, it's like a whole different conversation when you're talking about the two players, man. It's not like, okay, Tom Brady is nice, but compared to Jerry Rice, nah. That man had a moss. That man had good receivers. And go ahead.
Go
ahead, I'm listening to you.
See, that's where you're wrong.
Here's the one that you could have, instead of saying Brady, this is the one argument that I would have took. Lawrence Taylor.
Let's look at it. How many different receiver cores did Tom Brady win with?
How many different quarterbacks did Jerry win with?
What? Only two. What? Steve Young and Joe Montana?
That's right.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is a great player. It don't matter who you bring around him, he's going to make them great. How many of those receiver cores did Tom Brady make great? Every slot receiver that played for him was a great slot receiver.
Look. 0, because after they left, they were nothing.
That lets you know how great
And the
Tom
only
was.
one that was the exception really like that was Moss. And he was that man before he got there.
So what was Wes Welker?
Wes Welker was one of the most efficient Swiss Army knives that was out there.
Okay, so why? Okay, so why? Since he's such a great quarterback, he can turn Elderman into a Swiss Army knife. There's a couple other receivers he turned into a Swiss Army knife. That's on both sides of the ball. Like he worked with every piece that he got with good general managers bringing in pieces for him. Jerry Rice was with Joe Montana until he left out of this sucker, and then he was with Young until he was going out of here. What I'm saying, it wasn't that much.
You know the only difference? You know the only difference? That man ran like a 4.7. Wasn't the fastest. That man caught every damn thing. The man worked harder than anybody else. And look, like you said, with all of those players, that's what made Brady great. They just started yak yards when San Francisco was great at it 3 years ago. Before then, they didn't care about it. But a lot of Brady's passes with Welker, a screen pass going for 60, 50, whatever, all the receivers that you're talking about, that's why I wanted to add that into it. When you're a quarterback, your job is to read. You have that leader position. Your job is not no slouch. But when you're a receiver, you don't have as many opportunities to be great or considered the greatest player. But you're considered that because all you can do is catch it.
But you're talking about Jerry Rice. You're not talking about the cast of Ricky Waters, Taylor.
Because none of that mattered when they had to throw it to him. It didn't. Listen to me. Brady can go for a quarterback sneak if he like, but we know he can't run. Brady can run with his running backs, and that builds it up. Brady can go with play action. Brady can also go with shotgun. All Jerry can do is line up on the line and get open. If you're not open, you're not getting the ball. Yeah, he had Ricky Waters. Look, he had Ricky Waters. He had John Taylor. He had J.J. Stokes. He had Terrell Owens. He had a whole bunch of players around him. Now, listen. He had a whole bunch of players around him. But who was the best? When he was out there, who was the best? Him, every time. And what could he do to get the ball in different positions to make himself better as a wide receiver? What could he do?
Well, the best player was Joe Montana because he can't get that ball unless Joe throw it to him.
Well, that's why Joe was out of there and Steve was in.
No, it's not just Jerry. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When I name these names to you, when you're talking about the play, well, hold on. When you're talking about the play action, only way for the play action to work is Ricky to keep on working, getting 100 yards a game and keeping that ball piping and the offensive line to working for your linebackers and your safeties to want to come up and play the run for the play action.
To play honest.
Okay.
To play honest. But if you're not getting open, you can't get the pass.
No, you're going to get open when you steady running the ball. And the linebackers and you're being successful. The linebacker and the safeties are coming up. When you do the play action, that's for them to come up. So guess what? You wide the hell open. So you have to.
But Jerry Rice and the career that he played, you ain't never seen him wide open. Stop it.
Yes, I've seen. We've seen him.
And where did that come from? And look, where did that come from? Where did that come from?
Okay, so what I'm going to tell you right now.
Go ahead. Where did that come from? Where did that wide open come from? From the quarterback faking or from him doing his job and getting open? And it was never, like I said, wide open. Because Jerry Rice was, even when he was playing, he was the best wide receiver in the game. So they didn't take it lightly on him. Not one Sunday.
So
after his first game, it was a wrap. They knew what they was facing.
Well, what I'm saying, in order for him to be open, the running game has to be effective.
That's not true because you still got DBs and safeties.
No, I'm talking about on the play. I'm talking strictly on play action. You were saying about play action.
And I said that because it doesn't matter what formation, even shotgun, all of those, he still has to beat his man and get open to catch it. Doesn't matter how it goes. Brady has all of those options.
Well-
That's what I put that there for, because he has options to where he can do it. He has up to 5 players to throw it to every down, and he has the ball in his hand every down. Jerry Rice has to create every play. Look, think
Well,
about it
this-
like this. If you ran 60 yards this play just now, top speed to get open, you didn't get it. And then you did the exact same thing the next play and got a 70-yard touchdown. How does that work when you run in top speed every time? Brady ain't have to do that. He's one of the best in the pocket. He looks the best. You know that. He got swagger in there, but that ain't,
Well-
come on, man.
Well, when you look up the statistic, Brady is probably up there with quarterback touchdowns because he's the king of the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, he's up there.
But
Wide
when we're
receiver,
talking,
wide receiver,
when we're-
Jerry is the.
well, when we're talking about this right here, and you want to, when you're talking about the play action and the position that Jerry Rice was in, and then we're talking about the Patriots and San Francisco, what you have to look at with the overall picture here is the reason why Jerry Rice was able to get open, the reason why Tom Brady was to be successful is strictly for coaching.
Now that's
All
true.
this would not be together is because of great coaching, being around great coaches.
Wait. That was an easy cop out, and you tried that.
No,
Hold up. Hold up. You show me the line. Listen to this. Show me the line that protected Jerry Rice so he can catch every catch.
well,
That
this
is
what I'm
why. Hold up, no. When you're a receiver, you don't got no line. He got protection to get the ball out of there. Then it's up to him to make great passes, which he did. You don't have protection as a wide receiver. You got skills, you got mentality, and you got work ethic.
Well, this is what I'm going to say here, and this is probably going to kind of probably like bring a little debate in too. Jerry
Right.
Rice is one of my favorite receivers of all times, but that's statistically one of my favorite. I mean, well, I think the prototype, typical, if you're taking statistic out of here, one of the best receivers or the best receiver to play the game is Megatron.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. No argument here, period. And his career
So-
was way shorter. He was on his way to
Yeah.
breaking all of his records.
Yes,
I
mean,
agree with it.
if-
He retired because they wouldn't trade him out of Detroit. Same thing as Barry Sanders. I
Yeah.
agree with that fully. I agree with
So
that
I
fully.
mean, I respect Jerry Rice statistically and for the player that he is, but then when we're talking about a prototypical dominant, the most dominant receiver of all time, which I feel, this is just my opinion, is Megatron.
And that's true, but the GOAT and what we're talking about is not Megatron because he ain't win no
Oh,
championship.
oh,
No,
oh,
no,
this is what I'm saying. I'm asking, are you talking about the GOAT in receiving or the GOAT
no, we talking
in
about the GOAT of the
NFL?
NFL. The GOAT of
Oh,
the
no, the GOAT
NFL.
of NFL is Brady. It's Brady.
That's
hands
why I
down.
said I have to argue in like how they said in the thing. It's LT or it's Jerry Rice, bro.
LT.
Yes, Lawrence Taylor. He said quarterback should be categorized as a game changer or a game manager. He also said, as a football fan, Jerry Rice or AB. He said Brady lost to.
AB.
He said Brady lost to Giants defense and never saw a player in the caliber of LT. That's the truth. He never did. Then he said Moss. Moss is dope, but he wasn't no Jerry Rice, and he even had a good career. And I love Moss because he was a 49er as well. I love him. He even broke a couple of Jerry Rice's, if not one of his records. But the thing is, when you got so many under your belt and you're not just yards away, you're miles away.
But this is what I'm saying. Before, I know this is another controversy, but, I love LT, but I'll take Reggie White over LT any day.
The minister of defense.
I love LT, but the question that I have is that era. We all know that era. And we know
I don't know
that
if I could take that, though. I love Reggie, but I don't know if I could take him over Mean Fool, Wild LT. The man was in any given Sunday. It's all he know, coach.
The only reason why y'all giving him that is because of the drug abuse. So.
No, man, he's wild. He'll hit you. What'd he say? You gonna blow stop balls out your head? Yes.
No, I just feel like he's a great player for that era. But when
Yeah.
you put him in like more like this era, how this fast paced game, it'll seem a
Yeah.
lot more. I mean, it'd be a little bit more different. When you put what I say about
Being
dominance, I can put.
powerful is different than being technical.
Well, yeah, but when I look at dominant, I'm looking at through all eras and the early eras during their era, not right now. Reggie White will kill everybody. Nobody can block him. Nobody.
And that's
He
that's why I
embarrassed.
got
He
that's why I
embarrassed.
got
He
Jerry up there.
embarrasses people. You hear stories now of them talking about him being calm on because he's a God fearing man and he not what I'm saying in practice he kind of going practice speed and then somebody want to go ahead and test his gangster. We've seen so many tapes of this man throwing 300 plus people around like they rag dolls. This guy played
Yeah.
defensive end at 300 pounds plus, and he was 6'5". Nobody can block him.
Yep. And he had
Nobody.
that technique where he get you on that other
The
step and
club.
shove you.
The club.
Yeah, he get you right on out of
I
there.
used to try to work. I used to try to work the club. I had to work. I got it down packed later on, but that was a momentum thing. You got to be beating your man off that edge to have him off his feet, so that when you
Yep.
getting him up, he's off his feet. So
He
when you
gonna
hit him
go,
with that
yeah.
club, you're going right there with him. But then
Yeah.
you still got to get quarterback depth so that you can. But anyways, you
Be
got
in
to
his
be
space, be in that
you
vicinity.
got to be a Garanimal to do that.
Yep. And Victor said if Brady had Moss his whole career, what would Moss's career look like? Bro, I'll tell you this right here. From that one season and what they
Yeah.
did,
I think he had 22 touchdowns.
he would have did that every year, if
Yeah.
not got better.
But hold up. Please don't discredit Dante Culpepper. Please
No,
don't do that.
No, because if you did that, that'd be disrespecting Randall.
Yeah.
The real first scrambler out here, man. The trickery out here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got some greats.
I'll
We
take
got
that.
some greats. So, all right, let me ask you this. Since we on this football topic. And how Shannon, his situation that he went through, he tried to ask the league, the media to not announce his situation. Well, he asked ESPN to not announce the situation till after his brother was inducted into the Hall of Fame. So it wouldn't be about him, it would be about his brother. But when Sterling Sharp got into it and, he called his bro up there with him, all they was talking about was the whole thing that Shannon went through. Do you think that's fair that they did that like that? Or do you think, that's just like something that he shouldn't have put himself into, how they would say? You got to take care of yourself. You think, because I would bring that as hate, but the debate would be, it's debatable that he was right and they shouldn't have did that in the first place. You don't do people like that when them or their family is about to be honored. You just do something like this right here, and it didn't matter to anybody. But to put that on there and knowing he's going up there with his brother, I think that was just disrespectful for what they did to two black men that went to the Hall of Fame like that, man. Go ahead. I'm not going nowhere. I'm right here with you, bro.
Uncle, well, that's one of those. You ever had that situation where there might have been. I mean, this is just a hood analogy. When the spot got blowed up, and the police done came through there, whatever, they ain't find nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the block is hot, so what they do? They tell all the family members, everybody to be cool. Everybody lay low for a minute. Let things pass down. Let's not make no scene. Especially when you got, there might have been a big deal or something going on. You got $100 million plus deal going on. Why are you not standing still until that's taken care of? And then we grown, he's 50-some years old. So this is a grown man decision and these are grown man actions, He was not thinking about his brother. He was thinking about himself. We all know what he was thinking with. He's a grown man at the end of the day, but when we look at it, it's all responsibilities on Shannon. Shannon knew, he was and it wasn't just his brother. He had a deal going on, so he messed up his deal, and that over a situation where he was thinking with the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? And one thing the wealthy or entertainers have to understand, you have to live a certain type of life of discretion because people, you are a target. And
Cat
another
Williams
thing that
told
I
him.
don't,
Cat
but this
Williams
is what,
told him that white
but this
girl
is,
will ruin your career in 2 weekends.
but this is what I don't understand. I'm seeing all on the social media of the people can get extensions, they can get beards, they can do like back in the days, the disguise used to be horrible. Michael Jackson's disguises used to be horrible, and they thought those
Yeah.
were top tier. You're talking about there's guys that don't have no hair at all, got dreads and jerry curls down to you know what I'm saying, to their shoulders, and they got whole full flat. Guys ain't got no facial hair, they got whole full beards, and it look good, and it's all. Why am I not disguising myself and just enjoying myself? You don't even know who Shannon is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like an ego thing that, hey, I feel like I'm on top of the world. Nobody can touch me. I'm just gonna do this right here, and hey, whatever happens. But bro, that you just lost out on. I mean, I know people say that they got it. The money's there and everything, but 100 million. That's a little staggering. A little staggering. You know what I'm saying?
It is. I got.
And then, but
Go ahead.
and by us being black folks, we're held to a higher standard. So you know what I'm saying, you got to tread a certain different way. I feel like that could have been avoided by him being a lot more what he knew what he should have did. So that just goes with the consequences and repercussions of things. I hated that it had to overshadow Sterling's introduction, but hell,
Well, I
that's the
got.
P Diddy on.
Well, I
Go
got two
ahead.
more. I got 2 more GOAT talk topics before we get on out of here, and I give you the 5 for 5. The first one is the GOAT is his father, Deion Sanders. Everybody wrote this guy off. Everybody's been trying to write this guy off. What do you think about Shador this past weekend, brother?
I think it's the first preseason game. I like to see more of the, you walking in on his music. You got to do the Rolex thing. I just feel like let's be a little bit humble. Let's prove everybody wrong and stay focused on the prize. You know what I'm saying? Take that all the extras and take that extra into being more prepared for the game.
So how
Being
did
more
he
ready
how
to
did he look for
execute.
you in the game?
I mean, I hate to say it, it's a preseason game. So I
No,
just
no,
seen
no,
it
no,
as.
no, no, no. I need your opinion on how you think he looked in the game. I think he looked really well. He
I mean,
he
he
was
looked.
throwing
I mean,
dimes. He ran, and we don't even know him as a running quarterback. Period. He does run. He ain't as fast as his brother Shiloh. He ain't got the Sanders gene on the speed, but the man got a good couple first downs. The man, he was throwing darts out there. He was doing his thing, reading good defenses. Like you said, it's a preseason game. It really is. But I think when you're trying to silence everybody that's trying to hate on you, that's the best way to do it on the field. Like you said, all of the extra things before, I'm against it because I need you to prove something. And when you're
yeah. I
doing
mean,
all of those things out there with being unproven, come on, man. Bronny James didn't even do that.
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at like the great boxers, the great players that when they're trying to prove a point, you see that it's no music being
They
played.
just
It's
doing it.
so much determination in their
Yeah.
eyes that
Yeah.
it's like
You
that's
can
when the commentators be like, "Oh man, he looks like he's about to have a good game."
yes,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
remember where
He's
we came up
focused.
from, and where we came up from, we never was. You notice how you can have that look, or you could be scared of that look. We
Hmm.
was never scared of that look because we was the ones that showed up in those times that had that look.
Yep.
You feel me? You
Yep.
you got it or you don't got it. It could be somebody 10 times better. But if they don't got that look that day and you got it, guess who going home with Dub City?
But it also shows in your game.
It
Your work
does.
ethic. I
Yep.
give you a perfect example. Aaron Donald is possibly one of the great D tackles that ever played the
Yeah,
game.
I was finna say you saying
You
that
know,
name. Yeah, that's real right there. That's
but he
real talk.
reminds me of John Randall, one of my favorites. He reminds me of John Randall. He's 6'2". I mean, he's 6'2". John Randall was 6'1". And John Randall was just as explosive and as better as he was. So people forget about the great ones, but John Randall for the Minnesota Vikings was that guy.
That technique,
And he was
that
6'1".
hand strength and that power.
And
Yeah.
he had the physique and everything. He had the
Yeah.
whole physique. And if you want to add more to it, if you're a San Francisco fan, we got Brian Young over there.
Yeah, don't you forget it. Don't
And
you
who was
forget
right
it.
beside him?
That was
Who
Mr.
it?
Double
It was
Young.
Brian
That was
Young
Mr.
and,
Double Helmet.
Dana Stubberfield.
Yeah,
Dana
Mr.
Stubberfield.
Dana Stubblefield, Mr. Double Helmet. You see, I was trying to get it out.
So
Better believe it, man.
So when you hear them talk about Donaldson, Donalds, you know, his competitiveness, but it starts in the weight room. Every time you hear them say he's a beast in the weight room, people don't want to work out with him. When he gets out there on the field, his technique is impeccable. You want to know why? Because he's on there. Do you see him dance?
Nah.
The great ones. Could you tell me some great ones that dance? Give me some great ones that dance. Besides Deion.
Michael Jackson, Prince, Biggie.
Give me some great. Give me some.
Hey man,
great,
I'm not lying. You said one.
Sweetness didn't even dance. His sweetness was in his run. His run.
He didn't even want to be a part of the Super Bowl shuffle, man. He didn't want to be a part of it.
Listen, Sweetness didn't have to dance or do none of that because when you replay his runs in slow motion, it's like Mozart.
Yep. It's true, bro. And you can put some Mozart on that while it's in slow motion, and you see
man.
some of the most fabulous
The same
artwork
thing with
you've
Barry
ever
Sanders.
seen, man.
And
Yeah,
if you
man.
want to get more up to date, another one that looks good in slow motion is my man who got his Heisman taken away from him. I give him his props from USC.
Yeah.
One of the greatest.
The one that messed with the Kardashian, man.
Yes, the one. Yes, he's
Reggie.
one. Yes, Reggie.
Yeah.
Reggie. Yes, he's
Reggie
that
Bush.
guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
Reggie Bush, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
but these are once again. Did you see Reggie Bush dancing his ass off? He scored
Nah,
too
he
many
didn't.
touchdowns. He getting
Yeah.
too much money. When you get too much money and you out here busting your ass and being that guy, you don't do all that.
I can't agree because Deion Sanders, man.
Dog,
I
Deion
can't
Sanders.
agree.
Hey, you ever heard of a one of one?
Yes, he was that.
Do you ever heard of one of one?
I did.
There's nobody that can talk shit and back it up like Deion. Nobody.
So before we do it, I think I need to change mine from Jerry Rice to Deion for that.
And if you really want me to say the greatest player of all time, it is Deion Sanders.
Because he got the championships to back it. That man got the dances to back it, had the money, and didn't just play football. That man will be showing up to a football game after playing in the World Series.
Yep.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What? And you don't get to the World Series from being sorry, and he wasn't no bench player in MLB either.
He was an MLB All-Star.
Yeah, he wasn't no bench rider out there.
No.
He balled in both sports. He could have
a
chose
phenomenal
either
athlete.
path. Yeah, he
Yeah,
could
he's
have
a
chose
phenomenal-
either path. And I think that's why he was such a great coach for Travis Hunter. It wasn't two sports for him. He just wanted to play two different worlds. Now, I don't agree with it. I think, if anything, he too small to be a wide receiver. He too small to be a DB. So, if anything, you need to go ahead and stick with being a DB because if they hit you, you got hurt in college from somebody sneaking you. Man, go ahead and get that wide receiver on, man. Let them worry about the defense, man, until you
But
get
this
some
is
more
why-
weight on you.
This is why receiver's not too good for him because even though Lawrence, their quarterback had, I think, a 3,000-yard plus season, he still set you up for failure. So all it's going to take
Yep,
is for
leading
one or
you
two
out
of
there,
those
hanging you out
failures
to
to
dry.
get him out of there. So we got to see, not no preseason. I got to see a regular in the middle of the season, damn near in the end of the season if he makes it. I
Week
need
8.
to see some. Yeah, I
Week
need to
8
see
type
a
shit.
week. Yeah, I need a week 8. At least a 60 or 80-yard game. You know what I'm saying? With a couple touchdowns and he getting it worked in. Because right now, I just see him being a real happy and energetic guy. But after he gets tagged a couple times, that energy gonna be gone.
I think that's true, and that can happen. But I think he's
Somebody
I think he's that type of person that can rise above it and probably
not at
get a couple
180.
of good ones.
I can't see that at I think 6'1" or 6'2", 185 pounds. I can't see it.
Who is Steve
If you
Smith?
gave him 200, I might,
But I mean, as athletic as he is, you seen this man on the basketball court?
I ain't got nothing. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna tell you right here. If you seen that game that just passed, and I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm running a sweep to him the whole game.
Jet sweep.
Yep. And I might
not?
just, I might get disrespectful and have the receiver slip off and just have him 1-on-1.
Look, why not? I want to
I
see.
mean-
I want to see what it's going to look like.
But we
Show
but
me
we
the
seen
turbo.
we seen it. We seen the one time he was supposed to tackle, he missed the whole tackle. He put his head
Yeah.
down, supposed to take the legs out.
He said that too. He said that in his interview. He got some things that he needed to work on. That's why I said I don't think he missed that purposely, but I think he missed it purposely because he ain't big enough to tackle no NFL players like that.
Well, you can listen. There's a technique. Dion showed you that.
Dion
You
was
take them
bigger.
legs out,
You hear me? Dion was
but
bigger.
you still, but it doesn't matter. You took them legs
also
out.
remember, look, also remember, he was tapping the legs, but he was leading with the shoulder. Dion was
you
the
take
main
the,
man
you
for
take them legs. You
You
can't
know when
move
you
without them
running, you
legs.
watch your steps, like how you said. It's almost like the club. You don't catch them on the inside foot. You catch them on that outside foot. They don't got nowhere to go. That's
That's
their
the
balance.
difference. That's the difference between your tackling being a 70 something on Madden compared to an 80 or a 90 on Madden.
That's the
See,
damn
when he
truth
made
right there.
when he made his tackle, he was on the inside. He was on the inside of that guy. He was supposed to be on the outside and then take it from under. He don't have the right angles. So
Right.
how you know what I'm saying? That comes with due time, but at the same time, that this is a guy that was not. I mean, just me honestly. He was a development player. He can play both sides, but you don't want to put all that pressure on him right now and just let him work into the system like on a Kansas City type deal.
Word up.
But you know what I'm saying. But you throw him in here to the Wolves. You asking, hey, we done paid you all this money. We want you playing both sides. He feels obligated. He gonna end up getting hurt somewhere down in the middle of the season because he feels the
gotta
obligation.
relax.
You don't feel. He can't relax. You done paid him all this money. He done married old girl. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's what I'm saying.
She
He
in Jacksonville now.
gotta relax.
He gotta relax. You're doing too much right now, man. That's why I pulled it out. You
And
gotta
then you
relax.
you in Jayville, Florida. Not only do you got to worry about not only you got to worry about a whole bunch of Anthony Edward looking at guys down there. You got to worry about a whole bunch of Beyonces and what you call this out there just as bad. And then you talk about you about to go play outside, go play some football right off the water.
Must
Living
be
in
the
paradise right now. You got a lot of distractions.
How he did it? Must be
Hey,
the money.
we-
I can't
This
do
is
the
going to be an
shoulders like how he
interesting
did
season
it.
for him.
All right. Last topic before we get out of here. I got this and I got another question for you, but this one right here is, and I'm sorry to end the NFL so abruptly because we could talk about that all night. You're a player. I'm rooting for you. I loved your football career in its entirety, bro. That's why I can't wait to interview you so everybody can be formally and properly introduced to this man right here. But
Info.
who is your top 5 NBA players?
Top 5 would be, in this order, would be Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Will Chamberlain.
If anybody has a problem with that right now, the chat is wide open. No, it might have been better. Let me do that again.
He has been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Don't you ever talk about
me.
The chat is on fire. That is a list right there. I can't argue with that. If we was doing top 10, the other top 10, we would probably differentiate on those lines along 6 through 10. But that right there is so immaculate.
I mean, you can probably squeeze that around, but just be around about the same.
Nah, I can't squeeze it because we from the same era. And seeing those players, the Kareems and stuff like that, yeah. So now, I'm going to give you my Mount Rushmore of iconic players. And I want yours after. The first ones, they count as a duo. It's Magic and Bird. Then you got Jordan. Then you got Kobe. Then you got Steph Curry. Those are the most iconic players in NBA history to me. Who's your Mount Rushmore of iconic players? Not like your stats or anything like that, but wherever they go, their greatness has, they can walk in China on this joint right here. They can walk in Puerto Rico. Who you got?
Is it the top 3 or 5?
It's the Mount Rushmore, and I did a tie for Magic and Bird, so it's really the 4 for Mount Rushmore of iconic players.
You there?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, I'm here. Can you hear me?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Is your phone still charged? You got full charge on your battery? You good? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
You said top 3 or 5?
Top 4. Your Mount Rushmore. You know, it's 4 heads on there.
Yeah, that would be okay. That would be Michael Jordan.
Remember, iconic now.
Yeah.
Huh? I only heard Michael Jordan, man. What's going on
You
over
got
there
me?
with you, man?
You got me?
I only got Michael Jordan.
Oh, I have Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, Shaquille O'Neal, and LeBron James.
You got LeBron James and you got Shaq up there. You ain't got Kobe up there?
Well, you said
Come on, man. Iconic? Take Shaq to China right now.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should be. I'm sorry. I should be. You're right. You're right. I'm going to take. I'll take Shaq out because I'm gonna be real about this, and it'll be Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan.
I'd appreciate that. LeBron, I wouldn't put him. You know who? It's so many players you could put over LeBron. Like I said, you got Larry, you got Magic, you got icons.
But he's
icons.
he is
that guy.
Listen,
but how did he get
LeBron,
over? How many rings do Larry got? How many rings do Magic got? That's a part of their iconicism.
What? If you're going, that's just like Bible. You going on the Old Testament or the New Testament?
We can go to the New Testament because all of them are making changes from what the Old Testament guys did. But if they ain't on that level and those situations interrupt like that, then the times would still be what they is. It would be the now time.
Yeah, you're right.
But right. I can't hate on
you're
you.
Right, but when you talk about, I mean, that's a debate. you have to put LeBron in there. You have to. I mean, it's just a
But
lot of
over
times just to be on
who?
the safe side to a
But
certain
you heard me?
extent.
But
You
over
can
who
do either
though?
or, but when you talk about icon, I
But
mean,
who
but when
would
you
you
say an
put him
icon,
over?
LeBron is. We're talking about right now. Right
No,
now,
no,
LeBron is an icon over
yeah.
everybody
No, because right now, the way he's getting dogged, the only people that really like him is the
to certain
LeBron
people.
fans. Look, the LeBron
Like I said,
fans.
my icon
But
number one would be
everybody
Michael
else,
Jordan because
bro, bro,
LeBron. I
bro,
mean,
bro, 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 bro.
Michael Jordan don't
If
have to
you
say
were,
nothing about his greatness.
if you exactly, and icons don't have to say anything about being icons. LeBron has to say something about being an icon because he's not an icon. He's a great player. Icons are the greatest and have done it. They have done it. I don't know what happened to bro. We're an hour and 10 minutes into this thing right now. I'm having a great time right now. We having this GOAT Talk debate conversation. No hate. We ruled that out, so you can scratch that out. Hold up. You can scratch that out up at the top. You can scratch it out up at the top. I'm going to give him a couple more seconds to see if he comes back in. Y'all mean as I don't know what, man. I got 1 like out here, man. 1 like? That's crazy. We out here talking like we talking like it's no tomorrow, giving y'all good facts, data, and statistics. We got 1 like out here. Y'all got to do better, man. Y'all got to do better. But yeah, the only thing I can say, like I said, bro, on that, it's history, bro. Icons, I can see where you would put him up there, but like I said, I couldn't take Larry or Magic down. I couldn't take Jordan or Kobe down. And Steph was better than LeBron in LeBron era. That's not a middle finger, but that was the finger I pointed with Steph. Steph won more in the LeBron era. He did his thing, man. He even beat that man several times. So I couldn't put him up there. You would take Steph off to put him on there, or you would take Magic and Bird off. They saved the NBA. There's no way I'm taking them off of that. There's no way I'm taking them off of that. LeBron, he didn't save no league. He actually changed the league in the worst way. We're not doing that. But yeah, but I was saying,
Can you hear me?
Magic and
Uh-huh.
Bird.
Turn
they
yourself up
saved-
some.
Okay, Magic and Bird saved the NBA. Steph Curry,
Magic and Bird saved the NBA.
yes, iconic, because their rivalry came from college.
Yeah.
And they used that to save the NBA. Remember, the ratings were low, it was pre-recorded games and all of that till they came. Then everything, the NBA is fantastic. They had their, remember, sometimes I dream that he is me.
Yeah.
And then they did the little thing on there with all the iconic people. And then that was the championship with Kobe and all of those guys. And then after that, like I said, Steph was better than LeBron in the LeBron era. He's more iconic. Steph changed the game of the NBA in the worst way ever. Kids don't even drive to the lane no more. Fire a 3. But they known him as the best shooter ever. I'll take him over LeBron in there. But if it was 5, I would put LeBron up there, out there. But I wouldn't take Magic and Bird off. And I wouldn't take Steph off to put LeBron up there. And he damn sure ain't going over over Michael or over Kobe, man. You got to explain that to me.
I can agree to disagree.
Okay, I got you. But I need you to explain why on there.
You're absolutely right. you're absolutely right. Those are, when you talk about iconic, those are, but like I said, it all depends on who you're talking to. The generation of nowadays is like Magic and Magic, Jordan, and Bird is fading away. Even Jordan is holding it down mainly because of his sneaker brand. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
that's
And
not that's not the full truth, and I need you to be truthful with me, because if that was the full truth, they wouldn't be comparing Magic to Steph as the greatest point guard of all time. They wouldn't be comparing Steph to Bird as the greatest shooter of all time, and they wouldn't be comparing LeBron and Kobe to Michael as the greatest of all time. But outside of those things and their greatness, the iconism of them being able to go to other countries and everything, you know, you've seen it like how I've seen it. So we're not gonna, and you're right 100%. It all depends on what crowd you're talking to. So we're talking to the real crowd of NBA players, NBA game watchers, and I have my list. Like, what it was because the other players that would vote LeBron over Steph or vote LeBron over Magic and Bird and their iconism when they did what they did for the NBA, then you need to go do your homework. They don't get a backseat to somebody now because you didn't get to watch. Remember, Kareem was the only one that wasn't on our list, and he wasn't because Kareem wasn't an icon. Kareem stood and did his thing with Muhammad Ali. He had his own beliefs. He wasn't worried about that. He was playing ball to play ball. All those other players, they was playing balls.
Kareem was an icon. Kareem Abdul was an icon.
He was, but it was on a different level. It was on different terms.
Well, I will answer it. I will answer this question in this way. I will say that the answer to a lot of your questions will let you know the knowledge of that individual.
That's
So
true.
if I sat down here and I said Magic, Bird, and Jordan, you would know my foundation is the NBA foundation. But if you hear me say Steph, LeBron, and Durant, what the knowledge base and what the criteria that they're going under. They're not going under the old school method of staying with your team. They really feel like that you can team hop to get your championships and get your respect, but you're not getting that respect. That's why Durant feels the way he feels, and that's why on some of those, at least one of those championships, LeBron feels the way he feels, like the one in the bubble really wasn't a
Yep.
championship.
It
Nobody
really
really
wasn't.
feels the bubble was
Or
a
his
championship.
or his first one in Miami, and you're
Oh, the first one
100%
of mine.
right.
The
You know
only
what I
one
mean?
that they give
You're
him is the
100%
one in
right.
Cleveland. Only one that they give him is the one in Cleveland that he was supposed to. And that's when I loved him the most, because I was like, you should have stayed with Kyrie and won a couple of them. But the stubbornness between
And
two is
and
like,
and look at this. Between them two doing what they did, right? You look at what Curry did, what Durant going there. They won without him. They would have probably been in the playoffs and in the finals if he chose to go to another team that year. This is when they were in their prime. You know what I mean? A lot of people say he only got 4 because
well, that's what.
Durant came that year. They still remember this is. Did he come before or after the 70 something when they broke the record?
He
The
came
70,
afterwards. He came
yeah.
after.
So you saying after they made that record and he came, they couldn't have done it? Nah, I don't believe that. That's a different Adoris than the one like you said with the bubble. Nah, because if you look at the bubble ring, the MVP was Anthony Davis. I don't care what nobody said.
Yeah,
That man even hit the three
yeah.
when there was that almost elimination game, hit the 3 at the buzzer and yelled out Kobe. That nigga ain't yelled LeBron. That man said
But
Kobe.
I mean that whole.
And it was water.
But that whole thing seemed like
A staged act
no.
for LeBron James. A staged
It seemed like a
act.
documentary type.
Yeah,
It seemed
man.
like a documentary series.
You can
Like a
you can-
docu-series of how, because it was more of them smoking and bringing girls in and all that. That was
Staged
more the
acts, bro.
excitement.
Yeah,
That
bro.
was more the excitement of what that was. I mean, we want to see like the backstory of how the players couldn't come in, and like half the players didn't play. I mean, it just was a whole bunch of clusterfuck, and it was like whoever came at the end, who came at the end.
Right. So I got 5 for 5 for you. These 5 for 5s It's going to be right before we play the last game because we doing good time right here. Let me see. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. 5 for 5. I need one word answers to these players that I'm going to say. One word only.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
LT, Lawrence Taylor.
One of the greatest linebackers of all time.
I'll accept it. Now you, without even seeing or understanding the rules, you from our school, so you know those accepted by when it takes it. But still, I want one word answers for other
Okay,
people.
one word.
Him,
Gotcha.
no, but him, like, we make exceptions for things like that.
Gotcha.
That's the truth. I was just doing that just to get that on out the way. Okay, Steph Curry.
Sniper.
Tom Brady.
Belichick.
Ooh. That was spicy right there. Hold on. That was spicy right there. That was spicy right there, man. Brady gonna be like,
Don't you ever talk about me.
Ooh, goodness. All right. Trent Williams. Mm-hmm.
Thios. What's
Thanos.
that superhero?
Thanos. He said Thios.
Yes.
Theos.
Yes.
That nigga said Theos earlier, y'all. He said Theos. He brought him into it, man. Rest in peace. He brought him out to make him a part of a evil corruption system to take over the NFL and the world, man. Theos, we need you to run these touchdowns, man. I give you yours for that. I give you those. All right, last one. Let me see. I'm gonna try to make this a good one, man. Detlef Shrimp. No. Instead of him, Drazen Petrovic.
Drazen Petrovic.
And for all those guys that don't know who he is, these youngsters, he served Jordan 55. He dropped 125 overseas. The man was a baller. They called him. His name was Drazen Petrovic, but when he got to New Jersey, they called him Petro. It was all gas.
Yeah, you took my one word. You just took my one word.
Hey man, you can use it.
Petro.
You can use
Petro.
it. Yeah.
Petro.
You can use.
Yeah.
All right. So since I did that and I messed that up, I'm gonna give them the original sniper that really wasn't shooting like that then, and I want your one word from him. Chris Jackson, aka Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. Yeah. He did it, not me. He did it, not me.
Hey. Oh man, Abdul Rauf would be.
That man caught on fire faster than Benny the Microwave Johnson, man.
Man,
You better stop
and
playing.
He still can do it. And
Yes.
he still can do it.
Yes.
One word. Dang, that's a good one.
I know it, man. I try to come with the best, man. Make it a little rough for you guys to easily knock it down, man.
A lion killer.
I'll accept it. Man. I will accept it. Now, final game before we get out of here. We did the 5 for 5. Before we go on, I want you to give me your 5 for 5, and I'll give my one word answers.
Okay.
It's only fair we do it both ways.
Okay. I got you. All right, let's do let me mess with you a little bit here.
Now look, after I answer it, you got to tell me yes or no so I can get the or the.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's go with Cedric Sabalas.
Bucket.
What'd you say?
Bucket.
I'll take that.
He led the league in scoring the year that Kobe, Eddie Jones, and all of them was out there.
Mm-hmm.
Ceballos wasn't
How
no
about
joke
it?
now.
Yes. How about a Glenn Mad Dog Robinson?
Big dog. No.
Hmm?
No big dog. I said big dog.
Oh, that's what you're using?
Yeah, I'm using that. Is that a no?
No.
I need to come strong. I need to go stronger.
Yeah.
Timothy.
I'll let that one slide. I will let that one slide, but Boilermaker would have been a good one.
Man, come on, man. Come on, man. We talk about where he ended, not where he started now.
Okay.
I got you. I won't give
K.
myself
Martin.
the ding. K. Martin?
Yep.
Okay. He was the second coming of
Kenya.
Sheed. He was the second coming of Sheed.
Without the jumper.
You know what I'm saying? And the offensive ability. So I can only say second because he was nice as hell, but he just reminded me of Sheed outside of the jumper. He was
No, he was too athletic. He remind me of She was a lot more stiff.
You know what I'm saying? But matter of fact, let me see. I'll give you even better one. I'll give you consistent. Every day he coming to do his job. I put consistent on that.
Okay, I'll take that.
He not going shorthand the department today because he mad at yesterday. I'll put that on there, man.
Okay, I'll take that.
All right.
And the last but not least, Eddie Curry.
Don't you ever talk about me.
Hold up.
Hey, look! Silence! I can't take this shit no more.
Hold up.
Let him cook now.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
This is all one word.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did meet Drewski in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been.
Okay, I'll take that.
Because I don't know. He was, for us, we know because we watched it. He was supposed to be, we don't know what happened, why this didn't, it wasn't bust. He was bigger. He was better. But we don't know why the panning outage didn't pan out.
Well, it was his baby. It was definitely his baby mama situation and his family situation. But I'm just talking strictly on the seasons that we saw from him. He was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
He was
why I
pretty
had to
damn
put
good.
that's why I had to put the could have been, man.
And I'm
Who
gonna give you.
knows
I'm gonna
where
give
he
you.
could have been, man.
And I'm gonna give you a bonus one. Zach Randolph.
Beast.
I'll take that.
Let
Hey,
him.
I'm gonna call him. Hey, no homo. Tender touches.
Yeah.
No homo. Tender touches. That boy got the most softest hands ever by a big man. He remind me a lot of my game. You know what I'm saying? Like can catch the ball and work it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not my game.
Hey, look. Look at what JLE said. Zebo was fire. You better believe
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was, and was gang affiliated. Get
Yeah,
you lit
yes,
up,
he was.
get you sparked
Yeah.
up after the game.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so
And you already knew what was up.
All right, so we're gonna go and do this game right here, where we go back and forth. If you say you lose.
Gotcha.
If you take more than 3 seconds to answer, you lose. We do the best out of 3.
Gotcha.
Pick a team in the NBA, and we can name players and coaches, and go back and forth on them.
Gotcha.
Pick a team.
Kansas City.
Kansas. No, no. We going NFL?
Oh, we do NBA?
Yeah.
Okay. Pick a team.
Yeah.
Now, can we say like 96 Orlando?
It don't matter who it was, as long as they played for that team.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yep.
San Antonio.
Tim Duncan,
David Robinson.
the Admiral.
I said
Well,
David Robinson.
the little Admiral. I'm sorry. You don't know
Parker.
who the little Admiral is? Oh, yeah, you was just saying that while you were stuttering to get Tony Parker out. Okay,
Yeah.
Manu Ginobili.
Yeah. Yes. Steven Jackson.
Oh, you said twice.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. I was just letting the fly. I'm trying to help my friend out. Y'all saw I didn't even say nothing. I was just letting the fly, and I'm going against him.
Oh,
All right.
man.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna go with Robert Ory.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
He didn't never play for no damn San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, we still on San Antonio?
We ain't changed teams.
I thought we were starting all over again.
You lost. That's 2 for 3. You lost.
I thought we were starting all over. No, because
We was naming players from the San Antonio.
That's a
You
do-over.
picked it, bro. You picked the team.
That's a
Okay, so
do-over.
we'll go. All right, we'll do it. Mulligan. Go
But
ahead.
I thought we were starting
Go
over
ahead.
on each round.
No.
I thought
Every
we were
round we do, but it's still the same team.
I got you. Okay. All right. What you
Dennis Rodman,
got? George Pop.
Malik Rose,
Splitter.
Sean Elliott,
Bruce Bowens.
Becky Hammond,
Aziz Muhammad.
who?
Muhammad, like the last Muhammad. Aziz Muhammad.
Yeah, I need some. Hey, man. I need some clarity and
Is
to be
Musa-
right.
I think it's Musa Muhammad. Is Musa Muhammad? You remember he used to back up Tim Duncan? Muhammad. Aziz Muhammad.
I need the name. I need it. Hey, JLE, check on that for me real quick, JLE. Check on that real quick. I need to know because if that's... Check on that. Yeah, you're wrong. Look at it. Hold on. Here it is right here. JLE be
Nazir
on
Muhammad.
it. Nas Muhammad.
Yeah, Nas Muhammad. Okay, I'm all right.
That ain't what you said.
I said Muhammad.
You just said Muhammad.
Yeah, I didn't know
That
his
could
first
have
name.
been Kunta Kinte Muhammad.
No, that's the only Muhammad that played for them.
But we don't do that when we're doing this.
You didn't give me the first and last name of yours.
You knew who they was.
You knew who Muhammad was,
I didn't know who he was.
just like you knew who Splitter was.
Tiago Splitter. I don't know Nas Muhammad. I know Tiago Splitter.
I remember Nazir Muhammad because Nazir used to have that gap in his mouth.
But
that
wait,
gap in his stuff.
but wait, why do now you know the name but you didn't know it? Wait.
I said Muhammad. I said one half of the name. I said one half of the name.
Look, Dominique, I'm gonna take it back. Look, watch this. I'm gonna take you back. I just was looking for quality names. I don't know. Oh my goodness! All right, I was just trying to play and waste time and stuff. I got
Avery.
3 seconds.
Avery.
I said that the little Admiral. It's on me. I was just trying to waste time. I got 3 seconds starting now. I said all right, on you. It's 1-1. You lost.
I lost. I lost.
I'm glad that us black people, when we don't know, we say out loud instead of just thinking. Taking the stoic time and just thinking.
But you know what though? I was more comfortable with saying I got comfortable with saying it because I seen President Barack doing it. So he be saying
That's why he's not president now. Look, well, I tried to make that like it was something. You can't serve 3 terms, man. Bro, I love you, man. I love you, man. Yo, hold up. JLE3 got some more to say. Hold on real quick. He said spells not played. He also said, y'all did say anybody that currently play for them. We didn't say anybody. We didn't even say the Victor Wembanyama's. We didn't say the Aaron Foxes. We didn't say them. But I was waiting for you, JLE. I was waiting. You were supposed to be my cheat sheet. I was even buying time. Why didn't you hook me up? I was waiting for you. I really was trying to buy time, man. They got him. Harrison Barnes. He got him, man. We tried. We tried.
We tried.
All right, man. When we come to another great end of another great episode, my man Dominique, man, run them shots out that you got out there, man. Run your shots out, man.
This is the first time I'm doing my shout out, so I'm gonna give a shout out to myself.
I'm not mad at that at all, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man.
That's right.
My shouts out, you already know. Shout out to the Hater Debate crew. Shout out to Planet Vapor. Shout out to Rock Bottom Davis. Shout out to Blind Fury. Shout out to mainly you. We get this right. You that's watching and enjoying the content. Y'all hit us up. Y'all holla at us. It's plenty more to come, especially when those interviews start rolling in. We got some good active players. If y'all didn't know, you got the man in the building right here. You're going to see. You're going to see. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to make sure that we keep this thing rocking, rolling, and on the way. But in the meantime and in between time,
Here to bring you the facts, data, and statistics up close and personal. Letting you decide if it truly is hate or just waste.
It's good. Wins the